Hello and welcome along. So once again started doing videos on my old original YouTube channel, and in this particular case it's my 1979 Mitsubishi Sapporo, or Mitsubishi Scorpion as they are called in Australia. So I thought I would do a little rundown of the car as it currently is, that's been sitting in my garage now untouched in any way really since 2004, 2005. So here you can see the boot lid and a picture of the boot lid as taken in 2003. I had the boot lid refurbished and painted and treated in 2003, April, May possibly. It's been like that ever since. It was put back on the car and left again as is. Put a new seal, boot seal, just a couple of months back. The other one was literally going to bits. The original untouched, unused, obviously fire extinguisher. You can see the fuel pump there. Lights, so the headlights, these are the originals that have been cleaned up. Had the casings powder coated, as you can see there in the picture from 2003. The one I have in my hand is the H1, which is the full beam, which is in the inside one. The outside ones, which are the H4s, are the dual beams that do a main and a high. Also in the box, stored in the box, was the door mirror. So door mirror, I didn't actually realise at the time, even though I've had one of these cars before, was the mirrors are tinted. It has a kind of bronze tint to the glass, and it's a beveled glass as well. I actually completely forgot all about that. For a car of its time, from the late 70s, these little things were quite rare. A lot of mirrors in cars back then, door mirrors or wing mirrors as they used to be, were just purely flat, no bevel in them whatsoever. So quite a luxury feel for a car of its age. See some scratches on the boot lid, again just where it's been stored. The car was literally covered until about 5 months ago, when we had work done in the house, and ended up being able to use the skip to empty everything that was in the garage that was lying on top of the car and get rid of it. So stored up above the car in the roof of the garage is the rear bumper, which had been until recently stored inside the loft in the house, so not in any damp condition. Put a bit of red oxide, should I say, on the corners. There you can see a spare window set for the side, for each side of the car, for the front and the back, quarter window as well. A brand new fuel tank, which I've had since 2003, 2004. Apparently that was the very last one to come from Japan. The old original fuel tank, which is corroded but didn't leak, or it didn't used to leak, but in a bit of a state. I had done some work on the floor of the car, not much to be fair. The car's, considering it's 46 years old and in the UK, really good condition. Cars in the UK, especially on the west coast, get quite a battering from the west coast prevailing wind that blows and the damp air that we get in this country as well, which just is there all year round. The car's been covered inside and out with cloth and stuff, so everything is in really good condition. The head unit, along with the clock, did work. Hopefully it still does. But everything is really like being in a good car. I'm only the second owner of the car, so the lady that had it before me was an old lady. The front grille needs a bit of attention. The top part of it, as you can see, is fine, but the leading edge it's quite badly pitted. A lot of spare parts for these cars you can't get now. Took a clip of this, a video clip of the window, but you can see it's quite badly scratched. This has already been fixed, and I'll do in the next video, I'll show you how I fixed it and what you can do to fix it, but it's quite a bad score, as you can see, and quite noticeable. The car generally was in really good condition, and these cars are quite rare in the UK, even when they were new back in the 70s and 80s. They're not a common sight. You would see a few of them, but not that many, probably overpriced because of the import taxes. Had the petrol flap, got some paint made up and had the petrol flap painted to see how the colour would look as a new coat on it, so quite pleased with the way that came out. Engine bay, I've had the air filter redone, but other than that, nothing has been changed or touched in the engine compartment. Over the years that it's been sitting, I have on occasion manually turned over the engine with some WD sprayed inside the chambers, just for some lubrication, so the engine didn't sit for too long without any movement inside it. I did put new oil in it, but it hasn't been changed, and it hasn't effectively run since then. But everything is, as you can see, there's really nothing badly corroded. Considering it's in the UK and it's the age that it is, this is quite rare to have something this good. A picture of how the car looked when I got it, not long after I got it. I had the front valance, upper and lower sections, below and above the bumper, done in 2002, 2003, but they had corroded it again, and I had that done, I think it was April this year. So you can see a picture there as it was, just sitting in the garage. It used to be on the car, but was taken off and redone and come back for the second time after being refurbished. So it's now back on the car along with the bumper, just to see how it lines up okay. Again, the parts are still really good condition for a car. Anybody who remembers cars from the 70s will remember Japanese cars in general didn't last. This is an airflow section which I had to make from scratch. The bits I had were corroded and I couldn't get spare parts. Bolts into it, but underneath you can see some of the wax oil that was put onto the car. Just fabricated these myself from some bits of metal that I got from a local workshop. Painted them and painted them black had again a red oxide primer underneath to protect them. Again as well, car has been cleaned up what was effectively a coating all around there that was pretty bad. You can see the original picture of what it used to look like. I got the struts from a guy, Glenn, I think his name is Glenn, in Australia. He sent me these and I sent him a wing. Underneath the car, again, pretty good condition. You can see the back part of the gearbox there with the bracket not on it. It is now on it. Had to get a new prop shaft bearing, as you can see just coming into view here. That was a bit of a nightmare to get that done, but got it done. A long story. So that's been done. It was badly perished. I should have put some pictures up actually, I forgot to do that. But bolted on, had the back axle, back suspension, all put together. That's been like that for about 20 years. I did all that before I stopped working on the car. So all of that is, and again, pretty good. Not that it was bad, apart from the trailing arms were badly corroded. Managed to get new ones at the time, but there's no way now I would get any of these parts. But generally a couple of things I still want to do to get the car back on before I can start spraying the car. I want to respray the car, but generally speaking the car's in really good condition for a car of its age, and I want to try and keep some parts original without doing anything to it, but other than a respray there's inside the engine bay underneath, I don't want to be touching anything that doesn't need to be done. But in the next video clip I'll show you how I cleared up all the scratches on the glass and put the new bracket in for the gearbox. All been well, I'll see I'll get another video done probably in about a couple of weeks.